Welcome back to the Ryoko Show, the podcast that empowers and inspires you to create a life you truly love. I'm Ryoko. Today, we are diving into something that could change how you view your life, our relationship with time. If you ever felt like your past mistakes define you, or that present situation limits your future, then this episode is for you. I want to talk about how we typically think about time, about our past, present, and future, and how that mindset might be holding us back. So let's get into it. Most of us are taught, whether directly or indirectly, that time is linear. The past defines our present, and our present defines the future. It's this very straightforward path. Something happens to us in the past, a mistake, a breakup, or a bad financial decision, and we carry that story into our present. Let's take an example. Imagine you started a business and that business failed. Now, every time you think about starting something new, that past failure creeps up. And you think, I failed then, so I'll probably fail again. Or maybe you've been through a rough breakup and now struggle to trust people, thinking, I was hurt before, so it'll happen again. We've all heard this narrative, and this narrative leads us to decide our future based on what's happening right now, or worse, what happened in the past. It's almost like being stuck in a loop where past keeps repeating itself in different ways because we believe that's just how it works. Here is the first shift we need to make. Your past doesn't define your present. Just because you made a mistake in the past doesn't mean you're bound to repeat it. And it's not about ignoring your past or pretending it didn't happen. It's about shifting your relationship with it. It's about seeing it as a learning opportunity rather than a lifelong burden. So think about this. When you were a child learning to walk, did falling down mean you weren't capable of walking? Of course not. Those falls didn't define your ability to walk. They were part of the process. And the same goes for life. Just because you made a wrong turn doesn't mean you're stuck on the wrong road. Now, this isn't just about telling yourself, I am not past. That's a start, but we have to go deeper. Often it's the emotional wounds from the past that keep us stuck. These are the stories we've been telling ourselves for years. I am not good enough. I always make bad decisions. I don't deserve love. Healing from these emotional wounds requires a conscious effort. It's about looking at those past events from a different perspective. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How did it help me grow? Who did it help me become? It's like looking back at your past from a different angle, as if you are watching a movie you've seen 100 times. But this time with a new lens. You'll notice things you didn't see before, and you'll see how you've grown, and you'll realize that those experiences don't define you. They shaped you, but they don't define you. Here is the exciting part. Once you begin to heal from your past and see it with new eyes, you can start to shift how you see the future. Most people think they'll only feel successful, confident, or happy once they've achieved certain milestones in the future. I'll be happy when I get that promotion, or I'll feel confident when I've made a certain amount of money. But what if I told you that you could bring your future self, the one who has already achieved those things, into the present? Instead of thinking, one day I'll be confident, start asking yourself, how would my future self, the confident, successful version of me, act right now? And this is about embodying the energy of your future self in the present moment. How would that future version of you speak? What kind of decisions would they make? Who would they surround themselves with? Start living as if you're already that person. Most people make plans based on their current circumstances. And if they don't have enough money, they make small, safe plans. If they don't have the knowledge, they hold off on pursuing bigger goals. But here is the thing. If you make decisions based on your present limitations, you'll stay limited. Instead, I encourage you to plan from your future. Imagine you already have the resources, the knowledge, the network. What kind of moves would you make from that place? What if the version of you 5 years from now, who's already accomplished what you are dreaming of, could give you advice? This is how you break the cycle of limiting yourself based on the present. You stop planning from where you are now and start planning from where you want to be. So to wrap this up, your past is a story, but it's not the story. It's just one chapter in a book that's still being written. You have the power to see the story differently, to heal the emotional memories, and to shift your perspective. You can bring your future self into the present, embody that energy, and start making plans not from your limitations, but from your potential. As you go about your day today, I challenge you to start thinking about your future self. Who is that person? What kind of decision would they make? How can you start acting like them right now, even if you don't feel ready? Your future isn't some distant point in time. It's created by what you choose to do today. Well, that's all for today. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like this episode, please subscribe, rate, and review, and share it with your friends. And if you haven't already, go to the show notes and grab the free guide to build a solid foundation to transform your life. Until next time, keep shining.